This episode of the Home Pros Radio Show podcast is brought to you by HomeBinder, the premier home management app. Receive home maintenance reminders, organize your home's inventory, manage your home improvement projects, and more. Stay tuned to get a free upgrade code for HomeBinder worth over $200.
The Home Pros Radio Show.
I'm Tommy Donovan with RIC Home Inspections, and this is the Home Pros Radio Show podcast. Home improvement shows oftentimes stress the importance of taking meticulous care of your home. Of course, we agree that keeping close tabs on the maintenance of your home is a good thing. However, is it possible to reach a point where your attention to detail is perhaps over the top? I have certainly seen my share of potential candidates over many years of performing home inspections, and my co-host Shane Hips has some examples of his own. In fact, there are some obsessions that we may be guilty of partaking in ourselves as we reflect on our own professional work habits. It's a topic that we enjoyed sharing as we asked you to share your experiences with home maintenance habits that some may consider to be outside the ordinary.
I'm actually in the process of writing the post, but I'll put in the post out there asking folks, what aspects of home maintenance, home improvement, things around the home are you obsessive about? We've been talking about that for a couple of weeks, and we've had some folks share some really good ideas, things that are interesting, and things that you really don't think about until somebody else mentions it.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. We keep on coming up with other things that we're obsessive about that we don't realize we're obsessive about.
And, when a lot of those things you hear a lot about, some of them are typical, the toilet paper going over the roll or coming under, which do you prefer?
I go over.
Some couples battle over those types of things.
Right.
I've talked about how... for me, it's blinds. I think I mentioned this last week. The blinds have to be like
the same.
I can't walk out of a room unless they're all the same. If they're not, it drives me crazy.
I understand.
That they're all going the same way.
Right.
I don't want to have one odd window.
Yeah, that gets on my nerves, too. I don't really care for it myself.
I hate blinds. There's always that one set of blinds at every home inspection that you go and you pull the string, and then it crashes down on you. Or one set of blinds is shorter than the other. Another thing I obsess about when I'm inspecting is when I'm filling a sink, when I'm checking a sink, is checking the overflow. It's like like a lot of inspectors will just run the sink, plug it, and just run the water. Does the hold water?
So you go ahead and fill it all the way up?
I go all the way up to the overflow. I feel like it's like one of those things where I feel like I'm not doing my job unless I do that or something. And inevitably, somebody's always like, you're overflowing sink. I'm like, no, I'm checking.
No, I'm checking to make sure it doesn't. There you go.
So there are things like that. Thermostat number's another big one. People are like that with the remote controls, too. It's like when you turning the volume up and down.
That's me.
Do you have to be an odd number or an even number like my daughter needs to have? She needs to be... She'll berate me if it's... I'm okay if it's a multiple of 5.
That's where I'm on remotes. I'm a multiple of 5. On thermostats, I'm an even number.
Oh, are you?
So it's like
I got you.
So yeah, I'm not. That's how I am.
Yeah, and see, growing up in our house, it was like that was like the holy grail. It's like you don't touch the thermostat. That'll kill you.
Yeah, try to avoid that one.
Sorry. What does it do? Does it like launch World War III or something? What am I going to do? There's some superpower. I might release the hounds or something. Talked about that one lady out on an inspection who followed me around every time I went in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
She would towel dry all of the fixtures, the sinks, the tub. She didn't want drops on anything. She just couldn't have. It was really funny.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. They come in all kinds, right?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
That's what I'm talking about.
So then you find yourself trying not to leave spots.
Yeah, it's impossible. God. I don't have the time to waste on doing stuff like that. And then she got irritated with me at one point because I went back. They had like a spa tub. This was like 10 years. It was a long time ago. They had a spa tub, and I had checked it for something, either the jets or whatever. But then I had to go back and check something else, and she was kind of irritated that she was unaware that I went back in there.
Hey, you should have done it all the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But I guess it's just one of those things that you just or feel compelled about. It's one of those things that you got to take care of. How about this one? The carpeting. Like when you vacuum.
Yeah, how it leaves the marks. Like, I want it all laying the same way. I mean, I'd rather that.
And then you got
to rake it after you.
See? That's right. Well, that's just like when I'm on an inspection and the carpet is perfect. I'm like tiptoeing through the room because I don't want to leave my footprints. So, yeah, it looks nice. So, is there anything around the house you obsess about? We're getting some dings here from Facebook Live. Yeah. So, hopefully, we get some things we can check out there and share with our listeners. If you want to call in or text us and share, give us a call. All right. Oh, we got a call. Call already. Doris, do you have any things in your home that you obsess about? Anything that you're like, oh, I've got to have, when you set your thermostat, it has to be an even number or something like that?
Well, I'm pretty OCD, but I sell plumbing for a living.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty obsessive with plumbing and kitchen appliances.
Ah, gotcha. So are you one of those where the toilet seat either has to be up or down? I would assume down.
It has to be clean.
Yeah. Well, good for
That's
you.
definitely a good choice.
Correct answer. Well, Doris, thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
Sir.
All right. You take care. Kind of obsessed about that. Like when I'm doing a home inspection, I'm taking, I'll put a picture of each room in the report. And if I'm taking a picture of a bathroom, I obsess about making sure the toilet seat's down.
When you take the picture, that's probably beneficial.
It's just something that, yeah. So that I like I like the tendencies that electricians have. You can tell a licensed electrician has come in to do the work, to rough it or to finish the installation of your electrical when you notice what?
The screws being at 12 and 6. The screws up and down, not all crooked.
On your switch plates, on your outlets, they're all going straight up and down. They're vertical. They're not horizontal.
Right. Yeah. It's
why vertical?
That's just the way just the way it is.
Yeah.
I don't. It's just the way that's the way. I guess that's the way people train people, and then it keeps on going the same way. But like I said, we could always tell when I was doing a lot of new construction. We could always tell when the builder called us back to say, "Oh, y'all got a plate crooked on this wall, or all these plates in this room are crooked." We go in and see that the screws are crooked. We know that the painters had taken it off to put the final coat of paint on and put them back on and didn't bother to put them on straight.
So you can tell by the screws that
the plate that somebody had messed with it. Yeah.
What kills me is the times that I can. Oh, yeah, this is how I can tell the painters have put all the cover plates back on. When I see the GFCI protected outlet sticker in a bedroom.
Yeah. And that's if they make it back. That's if they're not in the drawers in the bathroom somewhere, if they ever found them to put them back up.
God, it drives me crazy. Come on.
We're not meaning to rip on the painters, but.
No. I think it's funny. It's just details, attention to detail. It's all we ask for. Let us know or shoot us a text. Put it on Facebook. Those of you on Facebook Live, share it with us. We have this one homeowner who was a little obsessive. Back in 1985, Levon Arkelian's wife asked, he was 44 years old at the time. His wife asked him to dig a potato hole, like a cellar to keep potatoes.
Gotcha. Like a root cellar.
Yeah. Under their house, right? He's a professional builder from Armenia. And he said once he started burrowing, the rock drew him in. And he couldn't stop. He started obsessing about it. So over the next 23 years, he chipped out an entire underground world using just a chisel and a hammer. He did it by hand. Talk about a man cave. That's a serious man cave. He worked as much as 18 hours every day, and he chipped out entire rooms, corridors, and stairwells that run for more than, it's just 20 meters deep. This is an international story. How 20 meters is
That's over 60 feet.
Dang.
That's about 70 feet, I think.
We shared this story on Twitter. You got to check it out. It's pretty crazy. Just see the stuff that he just did all. And there's one picture of him standing there with his chisel.
Oh, gosh.
Well, he passed away recently. He died, well, not recently. It was 10 years ago. He died in 2008. So what's the today peg on this story? Well, his surviving wife turned this whole cellar into a museum. So
I'm sure that'd be an interesting one.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That'd be huge.
Yeah, huge. It'd be huge.
Yep.
So, but yeah, talk about obsessing about a house or obsessing about something. He obviously literally got into what he was doing.
Yeah. 18 hours a day down there with a chisel. That'd be pretty rough.
You guys have anything that you obsess about in your homes? Give us a call. Kind of like those screws on your switch plates and cover plates.
Right.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's blinds. I hate blinds to begin with because almost always one of them's cut too short in the house and ends up landing on my head or on people's property.
Right.
Well, looks like we've got a call. Let's just see. Good morning, Home Pros.
Hello, Home Pros. This is Forrest Gump.
Hey, good morning, Forrest. Good to hear from you.
Y'all were talking last week about us making a Forrest Gump 2.
Yeah, Shane brought that up. Remember that?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh.
But don't you think the first one was long enough?
You got a point. That was a pretty long movie.
We had special rules in our house that we had to follow.
Really? You share something.
Whenever I'd go outside to go running or something, Mama always made sure I left my shoes on the front porch before I came back inside.
Ah, so no shoes allowed in the house, huh?
Yeah. Those were my magic shoes. We didn't have no problems with no footprints or nothing like that.
Oh.
But Mama didn't like it when Lieutenant Dan left his wheelchair marks in the carpet.
They still.
She always made me fluff them out. And I don't know if you noticed, but in our house, if you're ever sick or dying or something like that, you were only allowed to lay in one special bed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I call
noticed
it our
that.
dying bed. They said it was for, like, dramatic effect or something like that.
Okay.
I enjoyed the show.
All right.
I'm a little tired. I think I'm going to go lay down now.
Oh, thanks.
Don't lay in that bed.
Just be careful what bed you lay in.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah, just make sure it's not in that special bed.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks for the call. Yeah. Are any other things that you guys notice that you do around your house? You mentioned one earlier.
What, the hanger?
Over breakfast? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All the hangers have to be turned the same way, and the clothes have to be on, turned the same way on the hanger, and so forth and so on.
But do you share everybody the tip? I like this.
The tip. I don't even know where I saw it or read it or whatever. But if you're like a hoarder and you keep a lot of clothes, that you turn them the opposite way than what you typically like to have them, and then if they're still. And then as you wear something, you put it back in the way that you like it. So that way, after, say, 6 months, a year, whatever your time frame is, anything that's turned the original way, you get rid of it. That way it gets rid of your any of the clothes you don't wear, because obviously you hadn't worn them in the last 6 months or a year, whatever time frame.
Yeah. We're going to be back with Home and Garden decorating with Shane right after this.
This episode of the Home Pros Radio Show podcast is sponsored by HomeBinder. There is no better way to organize paint colors and home documents, get maintenance reminders, receive email alerts of appliance recalls, and share valuable information about your home with potential buyers. For a limited time, use promo code HOMEPROSRadio, all one word, to upgrade to our premium edition for the life of your ownership. Visit us online at homebinder.com or simply click on the link provided in the show description of this podcast. HomeBinder, a homeowner's best friend.
We were talking about things you obsess about in your homes. How are you with the blinds? Blinds are my thing. Leaving the toilet seat up or down. How about toilet paper? Toilet paper roll.
Over the
Does it have to be going over the top or coming out from the bottom? All right. Tell us what you obsess about with your home or any quirks that you're aware of. Let's go to Bill. Bill, he's from Greenville. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, Bill. What's going on?
Oh, nothing much. I love the conversation about obsessing. My wife would accuse me of that quite often.
Yeah? What is this she would accuse you of obsessing about?
Oh, just, my wife and I, it's really funny. She's one of these people that, will never read instructions and just dives into it. And then, after not being able to put something together, she'll turn it over to me, and the first thing I ask is, where are the instructions?
Well, you know what the instructions are, really, though.
No,
it's just another guy's opinion.
Right, yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe it comes from a time I had my uncle and cousins rebuild a car engine for me when I was in college, and I got the car back, and I noticed there's a bucket of bolts and things. What are those? Oh, you didn't need those anyway.
Spare parts.
Engineered.
I have a bucket like that in the back of my boat right now. All right, Bill. Well, thanks for joining us. Okay, what else we got? Any other? We were talking about closet, obsessing about things.
Yes.
You were talking about your closet tips.
Yep.
I always think it's funny when I go into homes and I go in the master closet, for example, and all the clothes are lined up in
colors.
Yeah. What would you call that? And like rainbow colors, like in
in the order of the rainbow.
Yeah, it goes from red or all the way over to violet.
Yeah.
It's like, dang. Somebody's got. Hey, you know what?
Nobody got time for that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Sweet Brown told you.
That's right, Sweet Brown. She knows what time it is. You know what? We got another call. Hey, good morning. It's Home Pros.
Home Pros.
Yeah.
Greetings from Gotham City.
Oh, hey, it's Batman. Hey, how's life out at Justice League headquarters?
Thanks for the tips on the garage door opener.
Yeah?
It'll come handy in the Bat Cave.
Good.
You guys were talking about things people obsess about around the house?
Yeah, like having to keep your thermostat on an even number or being annoyed by the footprints in the carpet after you vacuum, stuff like that.
Well, that's a prank the Flash likes to play on us on chore day.
Really?
It drives me batty.
Oh,
I can never seem to catch him in the act.
Well, he's a fast guy.
And the Green Lantern?
Yeah.
He can't seem to go to sleep without his frickin' night lights.
I can see how they'd be annoying.
Oh, Wonder Woman. She won't shut up about the toilet seat.
Oh, you guys keep leaving the lid up?
Well, it's not that.
Come on!
Oh, crap.
You'd think superheroes would have better aim.
I better go.
Oh, gosh. Huh? Yeah. Wonder Woman got a little tick there. Well, I guess it's not easy being the only gal in Justice League headquarters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think so. And I guess, is the toilet invisible? Yeah. Since everything else you had was invisible.
That's a good question.
I wasn't sure.
Batman needs to go, well, I mean, you won't let us have one we can see.
Let's paint something.
Every time I get on
paint on it.
That's right. Oh, man, that's a good one. I didn't even think about that. So
that's what I thought it was.
Her jet is invisible.
Okay, but doesn't she have like an invisible license? No, her license.
She does
makes
have,
people tell the truth.
Yeah.
It wasn't invisible, though, was it? Well, I bet her toilet's invisible. Yeah. Either way.
Yeah, well, I asked Batman next time he calls.
He's going to have to call.
I'll shoot him an email
next week.
Well, I guess even superheroes have their faults. Well, it's no fault on your part that you took time to join us for the Home Pros Radio Show podcast. Thanks for sharing your time with us. If you'd like to hear more, feel free to subscribe to our podcast so you can receive notification of our latest episodes. Also, if you'd like to join us each week for our live broadcast and can't reach us on the radio, you can listen online every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. at 945theanswer.com, or you can log into TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio, or anywhere else live radio can be found online. And you can find us at 94.5 WGTK The Answer. For my co-host Shane Hips with Closing Contractor, I'm Tommy Donovan with RIC Home Inspections, and we'll look forward to having you with us next time on the Home Pros Radio Show podcast.
Thank you for listening to the Home Pros Radio Show. If you have a question for the Home Pros, visit us online at homeprosradio.com, where you can contact us directly and also learn more about the topics and guests we bring to you each week. It's the Home Pros Radio Show online at homeprosradio.com or on the radio at 94.5 WGTK, The Answer.